Hey guys, AntVenom here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. And today I'm going to be giving you guys an update on the How Real Men Teleport in Minecraft video that I ended up releasing a few days ago. And as well as I'm going to be showing you guys a couple of updates that I've done with my peaceful map here in regards to the 1.2 update. Now originally this video was going to be primarily focused on the teleport thing that I'm going to be showing you guys. But with the amount of attempts that I tried doing it and with it just continuously failing, I just decided not to chase after the Ender Pearl that I'm about to throw here, because what I'm going to be doing is, as you can see, the cannon is completely filled to the brink with TNT. And typically what I would do, or at least in that video, I hit the button and backed up to here and threw the Ender Pearl this way, and as a result it would end up getting launched airborne that way. But I found a much more efficient method of doing this, but unfortunately it seems that it appears to launch the Ender Pearl so far that even if I chase after it, I cannot get to the landing spot. And there was at one point in time where if I hit the F3 here, you notice how I'm only starting at like negative 154. Well, my Z-axis would get up to about 700, like positive 700, and then the game would start crashing. So I think that it's landing like because chunk regions are 512 blocks each, I think it's actually skipping. Like, it's leaving this chunk region, skipping the next one, and going to the one after that, and I think as a result it's causing the game to crash because it just doesn't know what to do. And I honestly don't know if that's the truth, but I challenge you guys to actually try this, what I'm about to do here. So, yeah. What you guys need to do is you just want to stand right about here. You need to go into survival mode if you want to be throwing this thing. But you want to go right about here with the cannon completely full. And this is the tricky part, honestly. And actually, it's more of like a random chance that it'll end up working. But you want to hit the button here and then spike the Ender Pearl directly into the air as fast as you can. It appears as if it might be a little bit off. Nope. That was actually quite perfect. It might have been a little bit high, though, when the TNT explosion actually went off. And I could start running off in that direction endlessly. But I honestly do not believe I would end up catching up to the Ender Pearl. I think I saw the Ender Pearl fall a little bit on this side. Like, as I'm looking at it, the right side here. So it probably would have launched the Ender Pearl somewhere off in that direction. And I could chase after it, and I probably will at the end of the video just to see if I can maybe catch up with it. But I'm not going to go wasting the time here in this video actually showing you guys this stuff. So what I'm going to show you as far as the updates to my peaceful map, and you guys will be able to download my peaceful map in the link in the description. At least I hope, because Mediafire limits maps to 200 megabytes. And I had to travel about 5,000 blocks in that direction to try and see if I could catch up to the Ender Pearl during the earlier recordings. But anyways here, so yeah, this is the main area of the peaceful map, as you guys always know. I added a couple of jungle trees all around the perimeter. Let me set myself to creative mode. I added 3 jungle trees. I didn't want to overdo it because this honestly isn't a jungle, but I did want some tall trees. It's nice to have, you know, some of the new features implemented. So I got one right there. It kind of fills that sort of random gap that was right there. Got one right here, and then I got one over here, there, just kind of chilling in the background. So anyways, moving on here. So if we head inside, decided that this area right here is the kitty cat's bedroom. I used creative mode and spawned an ocelot and got this cat, and this was the one that I was trying to get anyways. So yeah, there was no kitty cat killing required in order to get the cat that I wanted. The game just kind of knew. So anyways, moving on here. So the main features that you guys are going to find for this map, and by the way, there wasn't really many major changes, but I wanted to show you guys anyways. And the first major change was in the form of this rug right here, and now we have ourselves a light up rug. Yes. Let me get myself a quick piece of brown wool so I can fix what I'm about to break. So if we head down here, you can see it's just a very simple design. It's kind of weird the way that redstone torches sort of react with these lights. So you can notice that between this block, and this block, and that block, there's no torches. Like, there isn't any torches right here. But the way it just kind of ends up working out is that when a redstone torch powers at any one block, it'll power the block that's next to it as well. So I actually think if I rip out this torch, for example, let's just kind of see if it works. Oh, okay, no, that one doesn't work. So, okay, at least in some instances... Actually, wait a minute, I probably shouldn't have... Oh, wait, okay, yeah, see, I tore out the redstone torch from here, but only this one is deactivated because there isn't any one block directly next to it that has a torch attached to it. So if I attach a torch right here, if I attach a torch beneath this one, it's going to light this one up. So, yeah, there you go. So it's kind of weird like that, but yeah, just something I thought would be neat and showing you guys as far as the stuff goes, if you guys were thinking about messing with it for yourselves. So anyways, next thing I'm going to show you guys is in regards to this area over here. Now, I've always really liked this room, the foundry. Let me change it to nighttime here to give it a better setting. I've always liked the foundry just because it's one of my more creative redstone rooms. As you can see, if I go in here, it's really dark and all the floors and all the chairs are down, which really gives off the feeling that this is like a closed restaurant sort of thing. Well, now, as you guys probably know, if you ended up seeing a piece of map update that I ended up releasing a couple of months ago when I originally built this, when you hit the switch right here, all of these chairs and all those tables would end up rising up. But originally, I had glowstone on the ceiling. So now take a look at what I've done. So now it really truly feels like you are opening up like a shop, or well, not a shop, but like a restaurant, like for the morning or something like that. And I'm not 100% sure where I have to punch out. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Well, good enough, I guess. So this is the wiring that happens up here. There is a torch right here, which I'll kind of show you where this leads. There's an area in the wall right here where the line leads from this switch all the way to here, and it leads to a pillar of torches that kind of go upwards. I probably should repair this before I end up forgetting and send you guys a map that just that has that. There we go. So yeah, it leads all the way up to this corner that's up here. So it pillars up to this torch, and then it splits off in these two directions. And conveniently enough, I'm really glad that this works out this way. You can add redstone directly on top of the lamps, so I don't have to worry about using a block on top of it and having really bad space constraints. Because if I go ahead, and punch out this block right here, you can see just how absolutely close all of this redstone crap comes to being exposed in my house. I didn't have to tear apart any blocks though in order to make any of this possible. It just kind of worked out the way that it worked out. So yeah, and then just repeaters lead all along the line here. Oh god, I hate that glitch. It happens so often. You can't really walk on top of repeaters if there's no blocks beneath it. But yeah, so the redstone line leads all the way down this way and then eventually turns and lights up these blocks right at the end, and it is awesome. So yeah, let's just go ahead and let's seal this back up here. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to show you guys. But next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and fly out and see if I can find that ender pearl. And I think I'm going to probably fly out a maximum of 2,000 blocks, because I've done that before. And I'll cut the footage to that moment. I'll have the F3 area open so that if I do end up landing upon it, you guys will see the bottom left area of the screen, and you see that it won't, like, it's not going to be a cut and paste footage or anything like that. So yeah, let me go and let me turn it to daytime here. Shut up, cat. And I'm going to try and fly and see if I can find where the ender pearl landed. Even though I've done this like a dozen times before, who knows, it might end up working this time. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to cut the footage and we'll see what happens. So I've flown over a little over 1,000 blocks, and as you can see, the land generation is coming to an end, and super flat land is spawning as a result. And for those of you that don't know, with my pixel map, between the 1.8, 1.9, 1.0, and 1.1 transitions, every single time I would transition between a new version, this map would actually, well, the main spawning area of the map would end up turning into a snow biome. So the 1.8 to or 1.7 to 1.8, it became a snow biome. So I used a different level.dat file, so it would have a different seed. And then the 1.8 to 1.9 transition turned it into a snow biome again, and again to the 1.0 transition. So when super flat worlds were introduced, I actually changed my world into a super flat world for a couple of different reasons. Yeah, for that reason, but also because I really, like, in case a feature ever gets implemented where you can change the world spawning to be as it was in 1.7, I want to be able to delete all of the old terrain very, very easily. And I can do that because the super flat worlds are very, very flat. Assuming MC Edit ever gets updated, because I don't think it's ever going to get updated. Maybe it will because the source code was released, but for those of you who know what MC Edit is, the original creator stopped working on it, and a new kind of world type just got introduced. So we're off of the Scavious McRegion type world maps, and we are now onto Anvil. And MC Edit does not work for that, so I'm just kind of hoping it gets updated sometime here in the future, because I would really like to be able to prune all of this terrain that I've generated as a result of trying to film the video that this video in the original way I was trying to film it. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to end off this video here. And I challenge you guys to try and throw the Ender Pearl yourselves and actually be able to find it. I don't think you guys are going to be able to. Oh, actually, I should rephrase it. I challenge you to have it land over 1,000 blocks away and actually have you, like, be able to catch it. And, yeah, because I've actually gotten it to go about 700 yards, and I got it to go about 700 yards using the method I showed you guys, just by using one row of TNT, like, or one column. Instead of 6 columns, I only used 1, and I got it to go about 700 blocks. So, definitely a challenge I'm throwing out to you guys. So, anyways, guys, I hope you all have enjoyed this video. My name is AntVenom, and I bid you all farewell. Thanks so much for watching.